Running PPC ads on Amazon can feel like a guessing game, but if you want to get your product in front of the right customers, you need to know how to set up your campaigns the right way. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps to create a PPC ad campaign that drives traffic and sales on Amazon. I'll be sharing my screen and breaking it down step by step, so by the end of this video, you'll know how to set up and launch your ads with confidence. So, let's get into it. First things first is you're going to go to your Amazon Ad Campaign Manager in Seller Central, and you're going to click Create a Campaign, where you're going to be brought to this page here, and you're going to see three main ad types. We're going to just disregard sponsored TV because this is in the beta for larger accounts. So we have sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display ads. Now, sponsored brand and sponsored display ads are only for sellers who are brand registered or have a trademark linked to their Amazon account. Now, something that a lot of people don't talk about is that sponsored products equates for 70% of ad sales on Amazon, sponsored brands accounts for 20% of ad sales, and sponsored display accounts for 10% of ad sales. And when I first started selling in 2019, there was only sponsored product ads. Now, why do I say all of this? Because if you're just starting out or you're not profitable on your ads or haven't fine-tuned them, you shouldn't even be focusing on sponsored brands or sponsored display ads. Sponsored products is what's going to help drive the most amount of sales and help drive a rank for your product. So that's where we're going to start. Once you select sponsored products, it's going to bring you to the page where you create your Amazon ads. And the first thing that you see is ad groups. Now, something to know about Amazon ads is that you have the campaign itself, and then within that campaign, you can have one or multiple ad groups. Now, the way that I structure my PPC ads, and I have a video on this that I'll link in the description of this video, is I have one campaign, one ad group per campaign, and no more than 3 to 5 product or keyword targets in each ad group. That'll make more sense as we go on, but the next thing that you're gonna see is products. And this is gonna be where you select the product that you wanna run ads on. So we're gonna go ahead and select that. Then we have targeting, and you have automatic targeting and manual targeting. In simple terms, automatic targeting, you're allowing Amazon to pick the keyword or product targets for you. And with manual targeting, you're picking either the keyword targets or product targets, because there's both keyword and product targeting ads yourself. We're gonna go over how to create both of these campaigns, but let's start with automatic targeting. Once you have that selected, you're gonna see automatic targeting right here, and you're gonna see two options: set default bid or set bids by targeting group. You're gonna go ahead and select set bids by targeting group. Now you're gonna see 4 different match types here: close match, loose match, substitutes, and complements. Each one of these performs differently. So close match is going to show keywords that are related to your product. Loose match is going to show keywords that are loosely related to your product. Substitutes is going to show product targets that are closely related to your product. And complements is going to show product targets that can complement the product that you sell. So because close match and loose match mainly target keywords, and substitutes and complements mainly target product targets, I like to segment these into their own campaigns. So I'll do close and loose match into their own campaign, and I'll do substitutes and complements in a separate campaign. If you really wanted to separate and segment things, you can do one close match auto, one loose match auto, one substitute auto, and one complement auto campaign. And then you have suggested bid here. What's this? It's where you're letting Amazon know this is how much you want to spend on every click every time a customer clicks on your ad. Because Amazon ads is on a PPC ad model, which stands for pay per click. You pay for every click when a customer clicks on your ad. And so when I'm first starting out, I usually like to stay on the more conservative side of what Amazon's suggested bid range is. And if I don't get any clicks or any impressions after about a day of running ads, then I'll slowly increase my bids by 10 to 20%. And then you have negative keyword targeting and negative product targeting, which isn't something that you have to worry about when setting up your campaigns. This is for when you're making optimizations. Then we have campaign bidding strategy, and let me explain what each one of these are. You have dynamic bids up and down, dynamic bids down only, and fixed bids. So with dynamic bids up and down, you see that they say we'll raise your bids by a maximum of 100% in real time when your ad is more likely to convert, and lower your bids when you're less likely to get a sale. So essentially, if you're bidding $1, they can increase your bid to $2, but they can also decrease your bid to 60 cents, 50 cents, depending on the likelihood of a sale. And then you have dynamic bids down only, where they say we'll lower your bids in real time when your ad may be less likely to convert. So if you're bidding $1, then they may drop your bid to 60 cents or 50 cents when conversion may not be the best. And then you have fixed bids, where they say we'll use your exact bid and won't change your bids based on the likelihood of a sale. So if you bid $1, your cost per click is going to be $1. I personally like to use dynamic bids down only, but there's not a one-size-fits-all strategy with this. I've seen people make their ads work with each different bidding strategy. But if you do change the bidding strategy after you set your bid, make sure that you go back up here, because you actually see that your bids and cost per clicks changed, so you're gonna have to readjust those. We also have bid adjustments, which we're not gonna set up at the start, but I'm gonna briefly explain it. So you see right here it says increase your bids for a specific Amazon placement. We have top of search right here, and this is page 1, the first 4 ad placements on the page. Then you have rest of search, which is essentially any other ad that you see on the pages. And then you have product pages, which is ads positioned on a product detail page. Now let's say that you wanted your ads to show up more on top of search placements, and you were bidding $1. You can set a 50% bid adjustment, and what this will do is if your clicks are going to top of search placement, you can potentially increase your bid by 50%, so instead of $1, it would be $1.50. I see a lot of beginners feel the need to make bid adjustments at the start. Even I don't set this until I am making later optimizations to campaigns. Now we have our campaign name. Now I always name my campaigns pretty similar structure, so I'll have the product name, and then I'll do the ASIN, and then I'll say what kind of campaign that I'm creating. So product name, ASIN, automatic, and if this was, for example, close match, I would also put close match. And what I do with my campaign names, because I only have one ad group per campaign, is I'm naming my ad group the exact same thing. You see start date and end date right here. I never set an end date to my campaigns. If I ever wanted to stop one, I would just pause it. And then we have daily budget. You don't have to listen to the suggested daily budget. I usually start with a more conservative budget so that I can test my ads performance at the start. And then you would launch that campaign. But let's get into how to set up a manual targeting campaign. So when creating a manual campaign, everything that I just went over is exactly the same except for the targeting. So product will be the same, and when we get down to targeting, you're gonna select manual targeting. So there's 2 different types of manual targeting, as I mentioned. We have keyword and product targeting. We're gonna focus on keyword targeting here, and you're gonna see that it has 3 options: suggested, enter list, and upload file. With suggested, it's gonna give you a bunch of different keywords that Amazon themselves are suggesting. I personally like to do manual keyword research, so I'll enter the list myself, and I'll create a separate video on how to do keyword research for your PPC campaigns, but I personally use tools like Helium 10 to do this. And whether I was using Amazon suggested keywords or doing the keyword research myself, I'm then gonna put in no more than 3 to 5 keywords in each campaign. And the reason for this is because Amazon doesn't evenly distribute the budget amongst keywords. So all 5 of these keywords aren't gonna get the same amount of clicks. Maybe one will get 10, one will get 8, one will get 6. And so if you put 20 keywords into one campaign, you may not actually be bidding on the keywords that you think because you're not actually getting clicks. Also, if you notice right here, you're gonna see match types. You have a broad, phrase, and exact, and all 3 of these work differently. Broad match is going to show your ads for a wide range of related keywords, including misspellings and synonyms. So let's say you were bidding on a keyword water bottle, your ad may show up for water bottle, bottle for water, insulated water bottle, or water bottle that's insulated. Phrase match is going to show your ad for keywords that maintain the exact phrase. So for example, let's say you're bidding on water bottle in phrase match, your ad may appear for water bottle for kids, water bottle for adults, insulated water bottle, but it's always gonna maintain water bottle in that order. And for exact match, it's gonna show your ad on the exact keyword that you're bidding on. So for water bottle, it would show your ad for just water bottle or water bottles. And because each one of these match types performs differently, I'm going to segment them into their own campaigns. So for those 5 keywords that I researched, I'm going to make one separate broad campaign for them. And then for those same keywords, I'm gonna make a completely separate phrase campaign. And you guessed it, for exact match, I'm gonna make a separate exact campaign. So I never mix broad, phrase, and exact in one campaign. And for each one of those individual campaigns, I would set my bidding strategy and then remember for campaign name, product name, ASIN, and if it was the broad campaign, broad, if it was the phrase campaign, phrase, and if it was the exact campaign, exact. Now let's go over product targeting campaigns. So with product targeting, you have 2 different options: category targeting or individual products. Category campaigns work a little similar to automatic campaigns, where they're going to target related products that are in the same category as you. And with individual targeting, you're either going to be able to use Amazon's suggested product targets, or you're going to be able to enter your own list of products that you want to target. With product targeting campaigns, I recommend only targeting ASINs that your product is better than or has a competitive edge over. So maybe you have more reviews, maybe you have a better star rating, maybe you have a better price, maybe you have a better differentiator. But if you have 10 reviews and you're priced at $30, you shouldn't go target the top seller with 5,000 reviews who's priced at $15. And same thing is our keyword targeting campaigns, no more than 3 to 5 product targets per campaign. We're gonna go through all the other steps as our other campaigns. We're gonna set our campaign name, budget, and launch. And just a tip, good campaign naming is going to save you a big headache in the future, especially when you start to add more and more ad campaigns. And when I'm first starting, this is exactly how I do it. 1 broad campaign, 1 phrase campaign, 1 exact campaign, 1 auto campaign, close and loose match, and 1 product targeting campaign. If someone had a smaller budget and didn't want to test 5 campaigns at the start, I think the first 4 are the most important, and you could always go and test product targeting campaigns later. So there you have it, how to set up and launch your PPC ad campaigns the right way. Now, if you want a more in-depth guide on my exact tips and strategies, how I scaled multiple brands to 7 figures over the years on Amazon, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship program in the description of this video. If you want to have access to, in my opinion, the most in-depth guide on PPC ads out there and have me as a mentor, this program is for you. But on that note, don't forget to like and comment on this video and subscribe. It really helps out the channel a lot on the road to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And as always, have a blessed day, ladies and gentlemen.